So we got the shafts assembled. Need to do the fork next. So the pads were good, so I didn't need to replace them. But this guy was broken. So this whole assembly is $900, or you can buy, I think it's a Whitbread or a Whitbread bronze guide. But I feel like the guinea pig here, because the only place on the internet I can find this used, and with zero instructions, is the original guy who made it. Because apparently I have to grind this guide off to get this out, because this pin is riveted in. And then I have to grind these little ears off and make sure they're fitted correctly. I didn't really want to do that, but we'll see how it goes. I got two options. I can either grind this out so that this will slide out. And I think that's okay, because it's guided on this side by these, and then it'll be guided by the bronze plate there. Alternatively, the correct way would be to drill out this rivet, make a new pin, put it back together, and then reset the rivet. My apologies. But I don't think there's any benefit added in doing it the correct way. So we're just going to do it in the way that works, and I can't imagine any negative effect it has. Alright, so to straighten these out, I just heated them up with a torch right before they started to change color. And my golly, there we go. So I got it pre-80 straight. And then we're gonna have to grind it down for clearance. So okay, here's my marks that I made to take off. Whoops. But also I just realized I didn't need to straighten these out. I think, assuming this hole is the same size, I still want these to like hook underneath to hold themselves in place. So I probably shouldn't have straightened those like the instructions I found on the forum said to do. So I might actually just twist those back. But we're going to grind these down with a file and then test fit them and go from there. There we go. So most of that nub comes off, as you can see, and I test fitted it. It fits nicely. So yeah, I'm going to cut this other one, and then I'm going to heat these up and bend them back a little bit so that they've got some pull onto the plate, so they're a little more stable. Alright, so this wasn't designed correctly, and essentially this gap shown by the measurements in the screenshot is too big. And so what that's going to do is cause this alignment plate to rotate outward, which is going to misalign these holes and cause the whole system to bind up. So instead of trying to manually bend it 0.85 millimeters parallelly and correctly, I'm just going to come over here. I'm warming my Bridgeport up. It's like 40 degrees. Basically going to make a press plate so that we can just set these in, and it'll offset it. So basically I'm just going to mill this flat, and then I'm going to mill an offset of 0.85 millimeters so that they're kind of mirrored with a step, and then when we squish them together with that in between, it'll hopefully offset it. I'll probably do 0.8 to allow for a little spring back, and I guess we'll go from there. What do we got here? Oh, golly gee, look at that. We've got a perfectly parallel offset. Okay, so this one is installed, and it seems to be parallel and straight, and it comes in and out with ease. So it goes in and it comes out, whereas this one, which I have not modified yet, see how this one's offset, this one's not. With this plate flat, you can't install this, and if you force it, well, it doesn't want to go down, and see, now this is at like a tilted angle, and it's kind of outboard. So I made the jig over here. And this is just basically milled, offset, like a step. And I did have to dial it in. This steel was softer than I thought, so it actually indented. So I needed to move it 0.85 millimeters, and my first attempt it went 0.65. So I had to go back. But make sure this is going the right way. We want it to go outboard, which means it needs to step up. Yes. Okay. So then I need to align the bend point with this mark here and get as much meat in there as I can. We'll also make sure everything is parallel. So we'll set that in right about there. And then we'll put this one on. Make sure those corners are lined up, which they are. And then we just kind of crush her down. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. I should have put the force directly over the pin, so it's going to taper it just a little bit, but that doesn't really matter in the long run. Oops. And so we now have a little offset, and to confirm it, oh, we got a little twist, I think. So we come over here. Yeah, it twisted just a little bit, but in the front, we're perfect. So I'm just going to go put it in the vise and level it out real quick. Huh, 420. Oop, too far. 89.9, good enough for government work. All right, now we'll go back and check it. So my target is 0.85. My little stack up here is 0.84. So when we set her flat, there we go. It's just got a little burr right there, but it fits nicely under there. So that's how I fix this while ensuring it's geometrically perfect instead of just guessing. I will now have to file this down because the metal squished a little bit. It probably won't just drop in here. Although maybe it will. But probably. Oh! It's a tight squeeze. Yeah, I'm going to have to file that down to get it to go through. Oh, nope, we got her through. Hey! Look at that! It looks pretty straight and parallel, huh? So yeah, that's how you fix other people's engineering problems. It's not even an engineering problem, it's just it's a good part if the dimensions weren't 1.7 and 0.6 millimeters off. So, yeah. But now we can finish putting the transmission together.